Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Supercars in London for one last time in 2018. It is also one last drive for the Murcielago. I'm just warming her up. Oh, it's a beautiful, crisp day. And I thought, what better way to celebrate 2018 than drive this car, because what a year it has been. 2018, the year that I can finally call the year that I bought my dream supercar. I'm driving it, it feels so surreal still. Every time I look outside and see it parked up, it is just like, what is going on? Supercars in London has had an amazing year, and I would like to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in, for supporting, for sharing, for interacting, for suggesting video ideas. And whilst we had a slow start to 2018 with no supercar, but I wanted to do something different this year. Like every year that I've got to the end of another year on Supercars in London, I've been like, well, top 5 moment of my channel. And I don't know, I felt like maybe this year we could do something a little bit better. We could celebrate some of the other YouTubers' moments, because YouTube Rewind this year was a complete flop. Here we go, top 5 moments from everyone else's YouTube channel in the automotive space. Oh, it's a Pirelli edition. A Pirelli edition DMC.
With a DMC, and it's a Roadster. That's what I'm talking about.
Look at that, and we have a white, extremely rare in this color, Super Trofeo Stradale.
Number 5 is Parker from Vehicle Virgin's newfound friendship with A-list celebrity Usher. Now, why does it make the top 5? 2 reasons. The story is amazing. Parker and Usher met on Gumball 3000 and then spent the next 3 days around Japan cruising together in an Aston Martin DB11. He got in touch with Parker whilst I was in America and asked to help him in bringing some cars together so that he could go on a bit of a cruise to the recording studio. So we turn up to a private airfield. I've never been to a private airfield in my life to watch planes land and take off, but never, even in a million years, did I think that I would be there to collect someone from a private airfield. It just shows this mad crossover between mainstream celebrities that love cars and us guys, which I find is so cool. So at number 5, we have got Parker's newfound friendship with Usher, because the car community is bringing those 2 people together. That's pretty cool. Yes, I'm Vehicle Virgin's manager. Yeah, it's this new music artist. I've just secured his first album. It's gonna be a bit of rap, bit of hip hop. It's gonna be sweet.
I got the lyrics down right here. You want to talk? You want to show them the lyrics?
Oh yeah, there's loads of swearing. Yeah. Number 4 is Shmee150 creating the best exhaust expert video I've ever seen online. The first straight pipe LaFerrari in the world.
No. Okay then, let's hear this. Oh goodness me. Whoa!
Shmee created a dream video of an exhaust expert episode, and that is why I think it makes the top 5 best moments, or my moments, of the automotive YouTube space. So Shmee, that was a bloody good one. And I'm also going to make a side note, a special note, that when I created this list, I completely disregarded new car collections, sort of big moments where cars have been sold and bought, because it happens so often. But I'm also just going to say that next year, on the Shmee150 YouTube channel, to see a red and gold Ford GT and a cerulean blue McLaren Senna arrive to one YouTube channel to Tim, who is incredibly hardworking and has been over the last 10 years or so, it is going to be pretty cool to follow those adventures. So number 4 is basically Shmee150 for killing it. Snow Tour, winter 2018, the perfect time to get away and do some ice driving. Snow Tour is obviously dreamt up by the guys at Team Galag, and it is an amazing event from dot to dot around some of the most remote parts of the world. They've literally just come back from Desert Tour, I think that's what they called it, Sand Tour or Desert Tour, in Saudi Arabia and across the Middle East. But Snow Tour, Sam was running around doing various things, and he was booked on to do Snow Tour 2018, and he was in touch with some pretty cool people up in Norway, potentially driving a Nissan GTR, potentially driving and joining Mr. JWW on an Audi R8 V10 excursion. But what actually happened?
Here it is, a Mazda CX-5.
Whilst everyone on the Snow Tour was driving around in Porsche GT3s, Audi R8 V10 Pluses, the infamous Batmobile, Sam arrived in a dealer demonstrator Mazda SUV. And actually this Mazda here in dark red is the car that Sam took.
Yes.
And in fact, it turned out to be the best car on the trip for everything that they were doing.
Basically, as I mentioned inside, it was incredibly tough trying to get hold of a car for this tour, so I have to say a huge thank you to Mazda. I have never driven a Mazda before in my life. I haven't done any work with Mazda before, but yet they are trusting me with one of their cars for 4 days in the snore in the snow.
Those videos of watching him trying to go under the radar in a dealer demonstrator Mazda on one of the most extravagant supercar tours of 2018 has to go down as one of the best moments of 2018 that one of the car YouTubers brought to us. It's just brilliant. And then watching all of the supercars crashing on the ice track just made it even better. So number 3 goes to Sam in his Mazda. He basically went on an extended test drive in a bloody demonstrator car and took it on Snow Tour. So that was one of the coolest stories ever. Number 2 is actually a friend of mine that I've known coming up to now probably 7 years, and I met him when he had a very silly BMW M3 Cabriolet with 2 carbon front splitters, and that is of course TGE TV, but it's not anything to do with him spray painting Archie's car. It's not anything to do with him purchasing yet another G63 AMG and overhyping it to the point where everyone is expecting a 918 or a LaFerrari. No, it is in fact a cause that TGE did that I think a lot of people might not have recognised. I mean, everyone saw it, and everyone saw it for the next 6 months, but no one actually recognised just how big of a deal that is. TGE, known having a strong brand image for being the gym guy with a huge beard, he decided to shave that beard off in the name of charity.
Alright, should we go for it?
I'm ready, right. Okay, are we ready?
Yes!
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
Go!
All I can see is hair coming off!
I don't know what, I'll go for my beard actually.
He raised money for charity, he created an awesome video around it, and changed his appearance that, in fact, could have actually changed his brand. But of course, TGE being TGE, absolutely nailed it, smashed it out the park. And I still remember to this day FaceTiming Archie for the first time as they were heading back from the airport and seeing TGE's face with no beard and no hair on top for the first time. And I couldn't get my head around it. It was pretty ridiculous and very ballsy thing to do, and all in the name of charity. But then to do it a week before something he knew was happening, and he hadn't shared it with the rest of the world yet, of him collecting an Aventador SV, his best car that he has ever owned, and he shaved his head and his beard, knowing full well that in about 2 weeks he was having to film a video of him collecting one of the biggest and coolest cars ever to sit on a YouTube channel on the website. That is huge props to TGE, and I think that sits rightfully so in the number 2 spot. And to be honest, it could have been the number 1 spot. Oh, there is a BMW gone into the back of the Volvo quite hard. Number 1 comes in the form of a very excitable little childlike man that races cars, and my God, does he know how to drive them. And I've been with this man pretty much from the beginning of his YouTube career. I met him before he started YouTube, and there is still a WhatsApp message somewhere where I was his 6th subscriber. Supercars of London was Archie Hamilton Racing 6th subscriber. And I've known Archie for a good few years now, and his entire goal was to bring his racing life onto the world of YouTube. And I don't think it's unfair to say, I think Archie would admit it himself, that some of his videos in the early stages of his YouTube channel were a little bit clickbaity, they were a little bit fluffing as much content put together as possible, and he kind of lost his direction of his racing journey and what he really set out to achieve on YouTube. And I think the moment that he realised, and I know that I'm okay to say this because he said it in a video as well, the moment he realised that he had gone off the aimed path was his spray paint prank. And that was TGE and Archie doing the spray paint prank. I mean, you've probably all seen it, but it made Archie realise what he was actually wanting to create, and that side of YouTube wasn't it. Of course, the banter between Tom and Archie is amazing, and I love seeing those two together smashing it in London, but seeing Archie transform from that moment of uploading the spray paint prank video to what he is doing now, and to the number 1 moment of 2018, where if you consider number 5 with Parker and Usher forming this friendship and bond and filming a couple of videos together, you've got to look at what Archie has achieved to not only have Silverstone to himself to shoot a video, not only that, but to have a Porsche 918 to drive on a free Silverstone to shoot a video, but then to do it alongside world champion Formula 1 driver Nico Rosberg, and to do a YouTube collaboration, one video that sits on Nico's channel, one video that sits on Archie's channel. That, to me, is the perfect combination of everything that Archie set out to achieve on YouTube, and that is why it is number 1 in 2018, because in my eyes, forget the car collections, forget everything else that's happened, that is the best moment, the best YouTube moment in the car space. Seeing them go full throttle. Oh, I think I need to come off here. Got a little bit carried away there and nearly stayed on the M25. To me, that is the best moment of 2018, and it was so awesome to watch that entire process get set up. From the moment that Archie took the first phone call, we were on our road trip in the R8 RWS Spider, driving down to Monaco, and Archie gets a call, puts the phone down, and he's like, I've got a video of Nico Rosberg with a 918 at Silverstone, and I was like, what? Flipping out, it's quick.
Unbelievable. Oh, this is really unbelievable.
Oh my God.
No, that is mad.
That is,
I'm shocked myself.
mate, that is the quickest thing I've ever been in.
You warned me to take it easy a little bit for the cold times.
Well, you are fairly on it early on. The 2 videos that came from that day, I think, are the best 2 videos on YouTube in the car space. This is good. Yeah, I can see why you won a world title. It is quick. 2018 has been bloody awesome. Not just for Supercars of London, but for everyone else's YouTube channel. It has been so cool to to watch everyone else's journey, see content develop, and no doubt in the next year there are going to be some awesome collaborations, road trips and opportunities for us all to get together, create videos and basically just have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are having an amazing Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope 2018 has been a fun year for you guys, and let's bring on 2019. Let's all smash it together, and I look forward to seeing you in January for some pretty awesome action and trips coming soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Goodbye. See you later, guys.